Welcome back to Vlogtober. Today is Monday and I'm off of work, my day job work on Monday. So I always stay home on Monday and try to get stuff done around the house. I do all of my cleaning. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to do all of that on Monday. So I did all of that and try to get caught up on laundry and get our clothes ready for the week and any kind of meal prep I can get done. So Mondays are very busy even though I'm like not working. It's very busy, but it's a good day. I like Mondays. It's nice to be home and to have the whole day to get things done. So today for Vlogtober, I'm going to give you a tour of my house with all the fall decor that I have done this year. And this year I've done my decorating much differently than I have ever done before. I'm a very sentimental person, very, very sentimental. And I hate to ever throw anything away. Like if you give me something, I just don't want to throw it away. Like in The Office, in season 1 when they have the Office Olympics and Pam makes the yogurt lid little medals and Ryan throws it away because he says I could either throw it away now or keep it in my drawer for 4 months and throw it away then, and Pam's horrified. I'm like Pam because I just can't. It just horrifies me that people would not keep things that are special to them. So anyway, fall decor. I've been collecting fall decor for like 9 years now. So I feel like I need to always put everything out because a lot of it are pieces that have been given to me, like from friends or family or just different places, or things that I remember I bought like the first year we were married. Oh, there's Thumaloo. It just, you know, they're just special, but it's all like orange and green. And obviously my living room is not orange, it's not green, it's red and blue and turquoise and yellow. So every year when I put out all my fall decor, it just kind of like stood out. It's like, woo, orange, pumpkins, leaves, that doesn't match. And I just kind of endured it even though Thumaloo is on the piano bench with me. Even though I like the stuff, it just doesn't match and it just kind of stood out. So I decided that this year I was only going to put out things that matched the color scheme that I decided on ahead of time. So decided I wanted to go with a neutral color scheme. So I wanted to go with like black, white, gold, and then like metallics. So I only pulled out those pieces and everything else is still in the box. I went through it all, made sure I wasn't missing anything. I didn't get rid of anything because they're all very special pieces to me, but I don't have that much. It's like a box like that size and then a couple little boxes, and I don't have tons of stuff. But anyway, and then some of the pieces I painted to match my color scheme, as you will see. So I will give you the tour of my house and the pieces that I've set out. I'm really happy with how it turned out this year. I feel like it just kind of blends in and is very subtle. It doesn't really scream fall. It just looks nice and I'm really happy with it. So I'll give you the tour. I hope you enjoy. I hope you're having a great Vlogtober. I'm not going to come back at the end of the tour and say anything. I'm just going to end it. So hope you guys are having a great day. Be sure to check the links down below to see the other people that are participating in Vlogtober. There's been some really fun videos. If you enjoyed this one, of course, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think of my neutral color scheme for fall. All right, here it is. All right, I'm going to start my little tour here in my entryway. This is the front door of the living room. And this is the area of my house that I try to keep the most seasonally appropriate. So I changed this out definitely by season. And I have lots of blog posts about how I've done that over the years that you can check out. So let me just show you what I've done here. And this is basically the same setup that I had for the summertime. And I just changed out a few of the pieces to make it a little more fallish. This pumpkin here is one that I just painted not too long ago. It was like green and orange and yellow. It was very, very orangey. So I painted it white and then added some gold on top. And I really like how it turned out. And then I left in this printable just because I felt like the black went really well with the theme I have going on here, just the neutrals. And I love that scripture verse as well. Then I have a stack of books here and I turn them around so that the pages are showing instead of the spines, just to get more of the white to go again with my neutral theme. And then the little hello fall sign, of course, is from the Target dollar spot. And then I picked up this little pumpkin from Hobby Lobby, and it's actually a floral pick, and I just broke the pick off the bottom of it and just set it on there. So it was really cheap. It was like $1.50 or something, so that was pretty cool. And then I painted some pine cones. I also have a blog post, trying to get my shadow out of the way there. There we go. I have a blog post about how I did those pine cones as well, and I just put those in this little jar with some twine. And I've had those pedestals for several years. I got them in an antique store here in South Carolina. So this is my little entryway thing, and you can see this from almost everywhere in the living room and the kitchen. So I really like how it turned out. I think it looks very nice and neutrally, with also looking nice and fallish. Over here on the piano, I have a few more of the things that I painted. This area is really hard to photograph because of the half wall. There's always like kitchen stuff in the background, as you can see. So I don't always feature this section on my blog. So this is kind of a little special extra peek here. I really like to frame greeting cards just because they're really pretty. This was one from my aunt that looked really nice with this teapot here. So I put that in there. And then I have a gold candlestick holder with one of the pumpkins that I painted. White with little gold polka dots. I thought it looked really good here with the gold accents on those pieces. And then over here on this side, you saw this in my blog post on how I painted my pumpkins. More of the painted pine cones there, and then some books. The red and blue go with my general decor here in the living room, so I left those facing out, and then those pumpkins that I painted gold. So that's what I have here on the piano, and I really like how this looks. It's a little dressier. And the things just look nice here on the piano. This little area is my entryway, like my little drop zone. This is what by the carport door where we come in and out every day. So I have my little basket there for our keys. So I have this little Happy Halloween sign again from the Target Dollar Spot. This is only out for the month of October. I'll put it away after Halloween. And then I have another candy dish again from Target. And looks like I need to refill because we're running really low on candy corn, so go get some of those and refill that. So this is my little Halloween section, and really the only place I have anything orange for the month of October. I always like to keep my coffee table seasonally appropriate. There's Peggy peeking up over the flowers. So I have my Southern Living for this month, and I liked that they kept it more on the red and white side than orange, so thanks a lot, Southern Living, for keeping it in my color scheme. I have a Trivial Pursuit card covering my address there because, you know, safety first. For me, a lot of times with my fall decor, it's more about taking things that are summery and switching them out for things that are a little more seasonally appropriate. Like this area right here, I usually have that hurricane vase filled with lemons, like plastic lemons, but instead I put those plain pine cones mixed with some apples, and those are just apples that have a little bit of some decoration on them. Here's one of those apples up close. They're just kind of like crystally, sugary looking. I got them at TJ Maxx years ago, but I think they're kind of cute. I know I showed you the same door in my $5 thrift store challenge video, but I changed it out a little bit. I decided I liked this little spray that I had from an antique store in Tennessee, and I just attached it to that wreath that I did get at the Goodwill and put it on this door, and I like it a lot better than just the ribbon. I think it has a lot more life to it. So there's my little wreath in the hallway. The only other area in my house that has fall decor is this little night table in my guest room that has some Victoria magazines, and I just put the latest one on here for my guests to read if they are bored or just want something to look through. And then I put a little pumpkin here. I got that pumpkin at Hobby Lobby, I think, last year, and it's super cute. It's just a little fabric pumpkin. I really like it. So that's all I have in here, just a few little pieces to warm this up and make it look a little more like fall.